Good morning. This is Diane K. Brennan. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. And finally, we're getting back to our regularly scheduled Cartomancy series, continuing with the twos, although a little bit off of regular schedule. This is normally meant to be a Monday video, but I've been dealing with things for my sister who passed last week, and yesterday I had to make so many phone calls. I was on the phone for hours doing that, and then I had other things I had to do. So at the end of the day, I finally realized I hadn't done it and just said, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. Because I was heading to bed at that point. So we're on Tuesday instead today. So instead of Marseille Monday, it's Tuesday Tarot, I guess. Anyway, so again, today I'm using this Tarot Sophistiqué from 3 Point Comics and the Sultana playing cards, which I misspoke last time I mentioned them. They are not by Bicycle. They are by a company called Deco. These are a lovely deck. The only thing, I can only use them in the lower numbers, and I'll show you, because when we get to the higher numbers, we break out of the normal playing card pattern and go into circles, which I love, but I won't use them then in those higher numbers for doing these Cartomancy lessons. I want to stick to the traditional patterns. And I'll be changing out decks anyway with the seasons. So anyway, to start with the twos. Now, twos are about partnerships, exchanges, couples, or, two people, two things, two of something. All right. In the diamonds, this can be a contract, conversations, invitations, because this is the social suit, the diamonds and coins. It's where you socialize. Phone calls, because it's also the communication suit. Messages, gossip, birds. Don't ask me why, because birds to me would be air, but then that goes, I guess, to communication. If you think of the Lenormand, the birds are conversations, as well as a couple or a small group. So in that context, it makes sense here. Exchanging money or gifts. I also see it often in the Tarot de Marseille because of this as drawing money towards you, like you're attracting something, as well as that partnership because of this ribbon tying the two together, basically, connecting them, okay? So in the hearts or cups, we have definitely more of a romantic partnership or family member, close friendship, close family relationship. Like all relationships that are close like that with people you love. Also, dancing, sex, and marriage, because again, we go to the couple here, and the love partnership or love relationship, because we go back to that partnerships with it. In the clubs and batons, one thing we have here, and it's because of the clubs, and you can see it better in this style club, I think, than in the other, that helping hands is one of the meanings. So that is a traditional Cartomancy meaning for the two of batons or two of clubs, is helping hands. Because again, it's a partnership, but it's a practical partnership. This is a partnership that helps you attain your goals, practical outcomes. This can be a work partnership, not a business partnership. That's going to be up here in the coins and diamonds. But a work partnership, because this is more the worker bee, this is more the entrepreneur or business owner here, okay? So a small team, trust, honesty, openness. And then it can be repetition, like a second honeymoon, a second child. So this can be a second anything, but it's a second time around of something. All right. And then when we get into the spades, almost always, like here we would have pleasant conversations because we're in the diamonds, or even pleasant conversations within a relationship or a family here. But when we get here, we're getting into fights, arguments, disagreements, an inability to get along with somebody, enemies or frenemies, separation, divorce. So here we have the marriage, here we have the divorce. All right. Or even just a stalemate between two people. So if you're asking about a chess game and you come up with the 2 of batons or 2 of spades, then that game's going to probably end in a stalemate. All right. Or you and your opponent really don't get along. So that is our 2s in Cartomancy and how they apply to the different suits. Because the original Tarot de Marseille meanings came from the playing card meanings. All they did with the playing cards back then was add a suit of trumps to turn it into the game of Triomphe or Tarocchi. So, and if I've mangled those at all, pardon me. It's been way too long since I studied my French and Spanish and had my Italian-speaking roommate in the Army. So learned some of that too, but it's been a long time. So I guess Tarocchi, it'd be a K. I forgot. Tarocchi. Anyway. So this is the root of the meanings to these cards. I hope you've enjoyed this. I wish you much love, much light, many, many blessings, and I hope to see you in the next one, and we should be back to our regularly scheduled Marseille Monday next week. Things should settle down here this week. It's not fun taking care of 2 different people's affairs after they've passed simultaneously, and this is the 2nd time I've had to do that in my life. This is my 5th one. Only Dad's did I only have him to deal with. Anyway, much love, much light, many, many blessings. Peace out.